The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Craft Body Scan. Craft Body Scan wants to help you take control of your health with potential early detection of things like heart disease, cancer, and more. Jeremy Morgan is here to tell us more about it. And Jeremy, my first question is to ask a little bit more about Craft Body Scan and what it is y'all do here.
Well, thank you, Rosie. First of all, I appreciate you coming out here. Obviously, anytime we get an opportunity to share with folks what we do at Craft, we'd like to take that opportunity. We're here to spread the word that there is a way to get access to this kind of technology, CT scanning, when you want to, not just after you need to. And most of us have been conditioned to go to the doctor, and the doctor and the insurance get together and decide we can get a scan after we have a certain number of symptoms and complaints. We're trying to get ahead of that, and so it's all about preventive.
Absolutely, and we're going to talk more about that in just a second, but can you give me an example of some of the scans that you can run? Well,
the one that we are most popular and most known for is our couples heart and lung scan, which we'll be talking about a little bit here today, I'm sure. But we take a look at the heart and lungs because you probably know heart disease is the #1 cause of death for men and women. 1 in 3, unfortunately, will die from heart disease. And lung cancer is #2 cause of death and the #1 cancer killer. And so with our heart and lung scan, we're able to take a look at 2 of the biggest killers and get ahead of them before they have a chance to develop to the point where symptoms come out, which usually means it's progressed.
And I hear you have some life-saving stories to share.
You know, one of the things I love about this is we have stories almost on a daily basis, and I kind of divide it into 2 categories, what I call door number 1, door number 2. Door number 1 is like clean bill of health, peace of mind, everything's good. Yeah. So sometimes people come in and they're actually afraid that they have something, maybe they've smoked for many years, and they're afraid, I know I have lung cancer, and then we get to tell them, no, clean bill of health, your lungs are fine. Door number 2 is where we say, well, thank God we found it now. Because typically things like that, they're going to show up, they're going to rear their head eventually, but if we can find it sooner. So we find people with calcified plaque in their arteries, which tells us there's a heart attack, an event coming. And it's a pretty regular thing where we see someone with elevated plaque, and we're able to give them that information to get with their cardiologist, take action before it becomes a heart attack.
You said you've got a little special going on, so can we talk more about that?
Yes, we're really excited to offer the couples heart and lung scan. We want to make this accessible to as many people as possible. Normally that scan is $1,360 per person,
wow,
which is not accessible for everybody, but what we're doing through the end of April, it's $149 per couple for the same exact couples heart and lung CT scan. It's going to give a coronary calcium score of all 5 arteries while looking at the heart and the lungs.
Okay, sounds good to me. Jeremy, thank you for the information today.
Absolutely. I appreciate you coming out, Rosie.
Make your appointment now by calling 512-598-1000 or going to craftbodyscan.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Craft Body Scan.